Hi, welcome in. Welcome to your reading. Today's Pick a Card Love reading is going to look at messages for you about your next relationship. And I have 4 piles and I've already pulled all the cards. So you're going to stop for a minute and see what energy you're drawn to. I put a flower or a flower kind of theme on top of each. So you can take a moment and see which you're feeling. I'm going to give you a closer look. Group number 1, you have the bouquet. Group number 2, if you're feeling this energy, you have the rose. Group number 3, if you feel this, is the lily. And group 4, this is the tulip. So take a moment. As I said, if you're drawn to more than one pile, by all means listen to it, because this is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to listen to your intuition and enjoy it. So sit back, relax, have a great time. I'm so happy you're here. The timestamps will be below if you want to skip ahead. You can also listen to the whole reading. Pick and choose what works and what doesn't. Because these are general readings, not every message is meant for you. So take what works, leave the rest behind, and most of all, have a great time doing it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's find out what messages you have today about your next relationship. I'll see you in just a minute. Hey, number 1, welcome in. Here's your reading. Let's take a look at the messages connected to the bouquet. And the bouquet says compliments from an admirer. Okay, so we're going to take a look at first all of your oracle messages, and then I'm going to actually pull some tarot cards as well to kind of clarify and see what we can get. So we're starting with the month of August. I'm going to put this up here. You have starfish spirit. God, that was hard to say. You have mouse spirit. You have the Fool, Perseverance, turquoise, Release your ex, and Flirt. Okay. Let's get an overall feeling here about this relationship. I'm going to start with the starfish because I'm really drawn to that one, and the turquoise message because they feel connected. Not only does the starfish kind of have some turquoise coloring that I'm drawn to that looks very similar to that stone, but also I feel like turquoise is a beautiful healing stone, and I feel like the starfish is a animal symbol of healing. Okay, but it's also about being open, like your arms are outstretched and you're wide open, you're ready for love. I feel like in this connection there are, these two energies, the mouth spirit and the starfish spirit, and I feel like one of you is someone who is healing from something, someone who's very spiritual, but someone who's had to kind of like give up almost a fight of some sort or a battle, whether it's with themselves or with someone else. I feel like it's like I see this starfish laying on the sand like, okay, I give up, I'm open, whatever you send me I will take, and I will understand that this is meant to be. This is, almost like rejection is protection is the message that I'm getting. So it's like someone in this connection may have been rejected by a past person or felt really hurt, and they have been healing from this. That's how it feels. Especially since we also have Release Your Ex. So there's a need here to open up to the possibilities, to new possibilities. The time has come to clear your energy with the turquoise message and the starfish. So there's definitely some healing. There's definitely some releasing for one of the people in this connection. The other thing that I'm struck by is the fact that the Fool message is here, which is like a new beginning. So right after time has come to clear your energy, we have the Fool message of freedom and adventure, a time to let your inner child out to play. So it feels like this relationship is, it's a new beginning. It's also divinely guided and protected. There's two angels here. Obviously, this is the angel tarot, so all of these are going to be angel cards. And these are the romance angels. But I feel like it's super strong here. And I feel like when you look at the Fool angel, the Fool card with the angel here, look how she has her hands open. And it's like, by opening up, you are letting that inner person, that inner child out to play. So someone in this connection, whether it's you or your person coming in, is really opening up a very sensitive spot within you, okay, within them. And this is a new, fresh start, but there is a need to release here. There is a need to release an ex or a past relationship in order to move forward, okay? And then I feel like these two are very connected, okay? So it's like, with the mouse spirit, tend to the small things, and the flirt. It's like, also this connects to the Fool message as well. I feel like this person in the connection has to be very lighthearted, has to be very playful and fun. This person's coming through as wanting to be friends, wanting to joke around, wanting to just have that like lighthearted banter, that also is like that inner child coming out to play. So I do feel like one person in this connection is kind of coming from a place of healing. The other person is coming from a very lighthearted place. This feels very Gemini energy to me. This feels very watery, like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, emotional, deep, maybe some wounding here. And this person feels more of an air sign energy, and feels lighthearted. So I feel like this connection is like coming from that place where it's like one of the people in this connection really needs that lighthearted energy, and the other person is coming in with it, if that makes sense. And here we have bouquet, compliments from admirer, which is the small things, like bringing a little, it's like the little details are going to make a big difference in this connection. This is also like extending, giving that lighthearted energy of the bouquet. It's like someone bringing something to you and being just to cheer you up or something like that. That's what this energy feels like. Feels like one person is kind of doing all those little things, is being that flirtatious person, is giving the compliments, is doing all that, because the other person has to open up to it. The other person maybe has been hurt and is healing. The other person has to give that open, like soft center to someone, and they have to heal in order to do it from a past connection. Okay, now we also have the month of August coming through, and August is obviously the summertime. I also think about beach connections, being on vacations, that kind of thing. There could be something about that for this connection, or someone could be born in August, or August could be the month when this connection happens. Okay. So that's what I have overall for your oracle messages. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of Gemini energy. I'm feeling also some water sign, Pisces particularly, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Now, the other thing is with the Fool card, that can be an adventure. So that could be connected to August as well. Like when you go on a trip, when you do something different, when you try something new, there's some connection there to that as well. Okay. But yeah, this person is striking me as someone who's lighthearted, fun, who's flirtatious, who's got that air sign energy. And this person feels like they are much more watery. They're just watery. They're much more emotional. They're soaking up a lot of feelings. Okay, so now let's get some more clarity from the tarot for number 1 about your next relationship. Ooh, Three of Wands. I love it. So this is about fire energy. This could be that August message. This could be connected to making plans for right now. You could be making plans for a trip of some sort. There's something that you're thinking about in the future that maybe this is stirring that. You're like, hey, yeah, I was thinking about taking a trip. I was thinking I'm making plans to make a move. I'm making plans to take a new course. This can also be any sort of fire energy, which is like creative, taking a course, going to school. Some may even be going off to university or something in August. That could also be part of that energy. But I feel like this connection like strengthens that desire to be future thinking. So it's like, it's also a connection to letting go of the past here, because it's like this connection is bringing you forward into the future. I also feel, there's that fire energy now coming in with the Three of Wands and the August time period too. So, maybe somebody's got some fire in them, or creatives, kind of in creative fields, or has some sort of creative talents. Oh, wow. And the Nine of Wands. So we're getting more wands. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is always a message of, hey, hang in there. You're so close. You're so close to coming together in this connection. So if you've met someone and you're like, oh my God, I met someone last August, or I met someone who's a Leo and I'm dealing with this right now, or I met someone who's a Sag, or I'm a Sag, or, there's some sort of fire connection here, or I'm an art person, or I'm a student going to school for art. You're so close, and the universe wants to encourage you to hang in there, okay? Because, the Nine of Wands is like, you're exhausted. You've been through a battle. And that also connects to that starfish energy that I was feeling about someone healing from something. Sometimes with the Nine of Wands, you see a person with like a thing on their head, like they've been through a battle, and it's Aries connected. So the Fool energy could be Aries as well. So we are getting that kind of like newness. You're so close to achieving it. Now, I also am getting the Emperor here. So there is a lot of fire coming through for you. That's Aries energy. So we could be dealing with an Aries person, or you could have Aries placements. It can also be about that sense of adventure, the sense of newness, of new beginnings. I also feel like this is a message for you about this relationship that, you've been making plans about something, or you have some sort of dreams. Don't give up on them. You just need to heal from whatever that is. If this is you in the connection, if this is your partner, that's where they're going. That's what they're doing. They're in the process of that. So you need to hang on, because you're so close to connecting. Your energy has to line up. And so you both have to be in a place where you're ready to receive it. There could be a connection to money here, as well as finance, getting finances in order, or someone who's connected to the financial sector, or someone who's in banking, or someone who's just really good with money. This can be Aries energy for sure. So wow, a lot of fire. The month of August, which is Leo time frame, so that's also fire energy, all coming through. Someone who's lighthearted, someone who's going to take care of the little things, be lighthearted, flirtatious, and the other person is just being open to the newness, open to this energy of the future. Okay? Beautiful. Now, I'm going to roll the Astro dice, see what other messages come through. Wow, there's that Sagittarius. So we have fire here. Sag energy, the North Node of karma, of destiny, being on the right path, right? Moving forward. The Three of Wands is very much Sag energy of moving forward with something that you really want to do, something you're planning. We have Aquarius energy, so there could be a connection to friends, to groups, or to an Aquarius, as well as Virgo energy coming in for you, okay? which can be also about being in like healthcare or healing field, which could also be a connection for the starfish energy. Someone who's in healing, someone who helps other people, someone who's in healthcare. That could be you, that could be your partner, whichever you're connecting with more, okay? And now I am going to do a charm reading, so let's see what messages the charms have. This can be a little noisy, so I'm going to remind you to maybe turn down your headphones if you have them, or the volume if it bothers you. While you do that, I'm going to also remind you to hit subscribe if you come back all the time. It's free, just hit the button, and once you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. I'm very close to getting to 18,000 subscribers, so thank you to all of you who subscribe. If you want bonus content every month, I'm not offering readings at this time, personal readings, but that's a good way to get more personal and to get readings from me that are more that are varied. I do weeklies, I do monthlies, sometimes I just pop in and do a reading I'm feeling. So if you want to connect with that, you can go ahead and hit the join button and find out how to become a member. It's the Aphrodite Circle, and that's where I offer all those bonus readings, and you can have access to all of them, plus everything coming up in the month ahead, okay? So here we go. A lot of Sag energy here. Okay, wow, beautiful. Let me give you a look so you can see. Oh, look, the rose. That was one of the choices today. So that's number 2. If you feel, or is that, I kind of feel like that's a tulip. Okay. Yes, it is. I think it's a tulip. Tulip's number 4. So today's reading, if you want to check that out, if you're feeling called to do that, that's kind of interesting. But it's also connected to bouquet, someone bringing flowers. I love it. Okay, you also have the leaf. Interesting, because we have time to let go, clear your energy, release your acts. This is about releasing. You have the shoe, which can be a connection to work. But it's also like working hard, exhausted. This is like the work shoe. And it's like you're at the 9 of Wands. It's like you're so close to your goal. This is playful energy, which is really cute. The rabbit with the carrot. It's like extend your lighthearted energy. I feel like this one of you has a really good sense of humor. Is kind of like a jokester. We have the cat here. And we have the dog. So this could be a case of someone loves cats, someone loves dogs, opposites, or you love both. And you have the cross. The cross can be about spirituality, which the starfish is a connection to. It can also be a message about sacrifice. So one of you in this connection, as I said, has been through quite a bit, and there could be some elements of sacrifice in that. And there is that tulip, which I absolutely love. Okay, so there you go. Those are all your messages today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please let me know that you did. Show me that you did by writing your comments below, giving me your story, sharing where you're listening from, and subscribing, okay? I'm sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Hi, number 2. Here's your reading. You were drawn to the pile with a rose, and the rose message is romance is in the air. So, so we have some romance. We have some, like somebody who's a romantic, or some romantic maybe story or beginning of this connection. Let's see what messages we're starting with. This is your messages from the Oracle, but I'm also going to pull some clarifiers with the tarot once we go through this. Okay, let's get started. We have the month of May. Oops. Brown bear spirit, whale spirit, the high priestess, true love, let go of control issues, and empathy. Rose quartz. Oh, beautiful. Rose and rose. Okay, I love it. Okay, let me get an overall vibe here for you. Okay, so I think this is interesting. I'm going to start with the brown bear spirit, take time out. What I'm feeling like here, oh, romance is in the air. Romance. Wow, we have romance twice. Okay, beautiful. Ooh, I'm just seeing more and more connections. It's like, where do I start? Okay, so with the brown bear spirit, I think about bears going and hibernating, right? And they go in for the winter and then they come out in the spring, and we have May as a message. So the springtime could be a time connected to this relationship. It can also be connected to one of you, like your birth time, or a time when you start getting back out there, or this person gets back out there, whichever energy you're connecting with in this relationship. But one of the people in this connection has taken time to themselves, has been out of the dating scene, okay? Has taken time to kind of step back and figure out what it is they really, really want in love. What's interesting is that also connects to the High Priestess message in a lot of ways, because the High Priestess is very much connecting to her inner wisdom, right? And this also has the message of go within or withdraw from the situation to gain insight. So some of you may also have a connection where you meet, you spend time together, and then one of you or both of you decides to step back, to take time to figure out, what do I really feel about this person? What do I really feel about this connection? Okay. But there's either a pause before you two get together, or there's a pause once you are together. We'll see what other messages come through with the tarot confirmations, but that's what I'm feeling like. That's also kind of connected to this message with let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So what I'm feeling like is, yes, it's after you two connect that there is a step back, or a period of kind of like figuring out what it is you want. So I think one of you is going to want to step back, and there's going to be a pause of some sort, and the other person has to hang on and remember not to try and control it, to just let it happen, because this person needs that time for some reason, and it's okay. It's okay, because this is true love. Because we have all these true love things. We have rose quartz, which represents true love. We have the rose here, so we have rose twice. We have romance here, we have romance there. This is a romantic connection. It's worth not pushing, okay? Now, that also brings me back to the whale spirit, because this is really neat. The other person has to trust in the great mystery, right? They have to trust that whatever's going on here is worth it, and not lose it, and not try to control. Okay? So what we have here is earth energy, and picking up on a lot of Taurus qualities, as well as water energy, which would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Because we have the beautiful High Priestess here, who's so emotionally connected, so much water energy. There's a lot of romance here. There's also that Taurus energy, which is ruled for me. That's May, that's Taurus. It feels like a stubborn energy in a way, but it's also romantic, and it's ruled by the planet Venus. So I do feel a lot of that energy. Of maybe this person having Taurus placements, or being a Taurus, or Taurus time period being a time when this connects. Then we get to true love, right? This is amazing. So we have romances in the air, romance of a lifetime, So we have confirmation of this is a very romantic connection. We have the rose quartz message, which is romance. Rose quartz connects you to love, to true love. It's Venus energy. So I feel like the two of you are going to have this really beautiful connection. It's going to be hard for one of you to not want to try and control this because you're going to be so excited about it, you know. But you have to, you or the other person has to give that person their time and space because it's worth it. Okay. Now, I don't know why there's going to be this need to step back, but I just see these messages as that's a really important thing. Okay. So paying attention to your intuition, letting go of control issues, all of these things are important for both of you, really, but one of the people in the connection is going to have to do that a little bit more, and it's going to be hard because there is such a romantic connection here. So it's like, oh, I want this, and it's like, you know, the whale, just go with the flow. I see you both as big, powerful people. Now, it doesn't mean size wise, but the whale's a big creature, the bear's a big creature. They both sort of dominate, so I think that's part of it. It's like maybe you both have stubborn qualities. Maybe, you know, one of you's a Taurus, one of you's a Scorpio, or, you know, those fixed sign energies, or you just have very like specific things that you want in connection. So you're going to have to take that time to kind of balance it, because the High Priestess ultimately is also a card about balance. You know, she listens to the spiritual realm and she has the knowledge of the material realm. And so this kind of reminds me of this connection, because we have kind of that watery spiritual realm and then the earth realm of the bear, which would be the practical realm. Maybe there's some practical considerations. Maybe there's some, you know, there's some things that one of you has to wrap up. Maybe one of you has a family that they have to take care of. Maybe one of you is in the process of moving or having some sort of life change. And you meet and you think it's great, but then like I said, there's some time between when you meet and when you kind of firm up your connection. Maybe there's an age difference. I just got a message, May to December, which is usually an age difference. That's interesting. For some of you, that's not for everyone, but there could be that as well. But yeah, there's definitely a reason, or I mean, there's definitely a need to, on one of your parts, to allow the other person some space and to give it to them. And it's going to be worth it ultimately, which is what this reading is saying. But let's see what else we can get. I'm going to pull some tarot for you. Let's get confirmation about this relationship for number 2. Okay, 5 of Cups reversed. Yeah, someone's healing from a past wound, from maybe even a loss. Someone could have a loss that they have to, you know, they have to deal with, they have to heal from. They might need to take some time away because of that. They're in the process. They're not quite there yet. But the thing about the 5 of Cups is, especially when it's reversed, it's like they're releasing that pain. But there's usually 2 cups standing up to show that there 2 cups remain. So that makes sense. And we have the 2 beautiful shells here with the pearls inside. So it's like there's something beautiful waiting here. It's hidden. It's kind of difficult to get to because pearls, you know, take time. It's like a little grain of salt that grows. So yeah, this gives me another feeling that this is something that takes time, which would make sense for allow this situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, that you know, that energy of having to take time to work on yourself, or having to take time to do some sort of project. Yeah, there you know, there's delays. I definitely feel delays, but yet it's really beautiful connection. What is the final message we need? Yeah. The world, of course. I said it's a beautiful connection. This is a biggie. This is like when you get to graduate, you get all the lessons, you understand, you're leveling up. There could also be physical distance and travel involved here for some of you when the world comes in. That could mean living at different places, you know, far distance. The world is also, like I said, those 4 fixed signs, which is Taurus, the Bull, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. So I do feel a lot of fixed energy, which is why you're getting this message of allow this situation to unfold naturally. So yeah, there's some delays to start, but ultimately this is a big, you know, chapter. This is a big connection. And so you have to let it play out. Don't try to force it. Okay. There's divine timing here. Wow. Beautiful. Lots of confirmation. Okay. Let me roll the Astro Dice and see what else comes through for you today. What other messages do we have for number 2? Yeah. Look at that, you guys. Taurus and Aquarius with the World card, with the fixed energy in May, and the Bear. I told ya. I told ya. There's that fixed energy. Those are 2 fixed signs that are on the World card. So we have Aquarius energy, we have Taurus energy, the divine timing, the North Node, and the 11th house of groups, friends. Friends can also be connected to Aquarius energy. So there might be something about joining a group, being part of the same group of friends, or friends introducing you, or some sort of organization or cause or something that you are working on that brings you together. Okay. Wow, that's neat. Okay, so we have Aquarius and Taurus coming through with the World card, which has, as I said, all 4 of the fixed signs. I felt the fixed energy, these 2 big giants. We both have things we want. There is so much romance that it's tempting to lose it and to be like, I want it now, okay? But the universe is saying, no, this is going to take time. Everything has to line up. Let go of control issues, either you or your person, so that you don't block this energy, okay? Beautiful. Overall, true love. I mean, romance. Gotta love it. Let me check out your charm. So we're going to do a charm reading now. This can be a little noisy, so if you have headphones in, you might want to turn the volume down. This is when I remind you to please like this video and subscribe. So many people watch and don't subscribe. They come back and back and back and they don't subscribe, and it's free. So just click the button, and once you do that, hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified every time I post a new reading. So that's a great thing to do. For those of you that are looking for private readings, I'm not offering them at this time, but what you can do is join the Aphrodite Circle, which is where I give bonus content, and I do different kinds of readings every month. So check that out, hit the join button, and you can find out more. Okay, let's see what we have for number 2. This is an interesting one. Okay, wow. Let me give you a closer look. So it looks like you have 2, yeah. You have 2 anchors. So this can indicate that, for me, that you both have some, like you could both be anchored at different places, and one of you has to pull up anchor or something like that. There could be distance. Again, that's what it kind of feels like, right? Or you're both fixed in what you want, right? Like an anchor anchors you to something, which would also be that fixed energy. It's also connected to the water and to boats and to fish, and we have the whale spirit, and we have the Cancer energy coming through. Cancer, the crab. So, you know, crabs bring their house with them. They move and they take things with them. So there could be some movement here, but this is also like that sensitivity as well. And that can be a Cancer person involved in this connection. This is interesting because something has to be fixed. The sewing machine, something has to be fixed. There's some step back for some reason. The moon, that emotional connection, also Cancer energy, and the shoe, the fancy shoe. Now, the fancy shoe is about going out on a really nice date, or going somewhere fancy. So this could be you going, you know, having an event that you're going to where you could connect to this person, maybe have a big trip, like I said, maybe have some wedding coming up, a party, something that's going to bring the two of you together. But just know that this is really beautiful energy. Even if there is a pause, that ultimately this is a big lesson for you about love. Okay? So that is your reading for today. I've had so much fun doing it. I can't wait to come back and do another one for you. So I'll be back in a couple of days. Hopefully I'll see you then. I am sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, number 3, here's your reading. You were drawn to the messages of the lily pile, and the lily message is spiritual love. Okay, so we have something spiritual, something sort of pure. That white flower is always sort of like an elevated connection, right? So let's see how this plays out for you in terms of your next relationship. We're going to first look through your oracle messages, and then I'm going to also do some confirmations for you using the tarot. Okay, so we're starting with the month of April as an important month. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. You have Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. You have Strength. You have Let Your Friends Help You. Express Your Love. And South Node Boundaries, Labradorite. Wow, interesting. I love the message of Labradorite with this, because I'm going to start here with time for a deep dive. So one of the people in this connection is going to have to really be willing to kind of face their fears and let go of their insecurities. And I think of the South Node sometimes as like the things that we hold on to, and they kind of prevent us from moving forward towards the North Node if we overdo these things that we're very good at our South Node stuff. And so what I would say to you is, if you're connecting with the energy of the Swan Spirit and you know your astrology, you know your natal chart, check where your South Node is, and that's where maybe you're having a hard time setting up boundaries with yourself in relationships or with others. Okay, so that's only if you're relating to the Swan Spirit, because that's how I'm feeling about this connection between the Labradorite. And I feel like it's connected to the Swan Spirit energy. So this could be you, but one of the people in this connection is going to have to kind of face some insecurities in this relationship. Okay, and this person could reach out and get help from their friends. And I think there are people around this person who are going to, say, you know what, build you up and build them up and let them know, listen, you're good enough. This is great. Don't feel like insecure about this connection. I feel like the other person in this relationship is going to have to take it slow with the Swan Spirit energy person, because they know that they have this insecurity and they know that there's some sort of block here. Okay, so with the Turtle Spirit, this is a person who is going to take their time, who's going to go slow in this connection. There's a lot of water here. There's a lot of spirituality. There's a lot of emotional connection. And there's also, with the South Node, there can be a past life connection if you believe in that. But mostly what it feels like to me is overcoming some things and setting up some boundaries for the Swan Spirit person. Now, this is a sea turtle, not a land turtle. So sea turtles come back home to lay their eggs. And so I feel like there's some movement here of this person. Either they go back home, and that's where this connection happens. So either you or them, there is some connection to the home, of like a place of birth of where you grew up. Okay, this is really interesting. So we have express your love. And I feel like this is a reminder to not be afraid. I feel like this connection is like almost very delicate, and you have to, you know, both parties are going to have to really be careful of the other person's feelings. That's what it feels like. And so the more romantic gestures, the more like reassurance, the better in this connection, if that makes sense. Then we also have the Strength card, and the Strength card says, have courage. You will get through this. Stay calm. Don't overreact. This is Leo energy, but which is really interesting, but I feel like this is more, this could be actually a message for either of the people in this connection. I feel like the turtle spirit person needs this message because they have to not overreact. They have to take their time. They have to go slow and steady with the swan person. And the swan person has to have courage. They have to use that energy, that south node energy and boundaries to not be afraid. They need to take a deep dive into themselves and into this connection. I feel like it's a dual message here of take a deep dive for the swan spirit. It's like this person needs to not only take a deep dive into themselves, but they have to take a deep dive into this connection, right? So there could be friends that introduce you to. There could be friends that are just supportive in getting you where you need to be, okay? I feel like some of you have friends that are even like into tarot or into maybe astrologers or tarot readers too, because there's like a little crystal ball there, so I feel like it. But yeah, this overcoming insecurity feels like part of this connection. Definitely. Now we have the month of April here. April. So April could be Aries or Taurus energy. It can also be a time period when the two of you may meet or connect. It could just be an important sort of turning point for one of you. But yeah, I feel like this connection, there's a lot of messages here about being careful, about insecurities, maybe about overcoming fears, not being afraid to express your love, not being afraid to show your feelings, but also at the same time, which is interesting with that swan spirit message, like a message about boundaries. So maybe this person gets lost in relationships really easily, or maybe they set up so many, they're so, you know, there's a lot of insecurity, so they don't really show their true feelings. It could go either way. And like I said, if you're connecting with that energy of the swan, then what I would say is, check your chart and see where your south node is, because you have a message here about embracing that north node energy, right? The south node is kind of tripping you up wherever that is in your chart. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so now let's get some confirmation from the tarot. We'll find out what other messages we have for number 3 about your next relationship. But I would say there's a lot of water here. There's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as well as Leo coming through. Ooh. Okay, Ace of Wands, beautiful. Yeah, this is a new beginning. Fire sign energy, could be Leo. This is, wow, the Ace of Wands is so beautiful to get in this reading, because this is a new opportunity. This is an opportunity for passion, for inspiration, someone that inspires you. That's what's coming through. This feels like, it's so funny. We have Temperance reversed. Yes. There's that kind of not going with the flow energy, but it's also Sagittarius, so more fire. Yeah, the thing that you have to watch for is not being willing to just kind of go with the flow by not not allowing things to happen. Not, this is really about like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay, so then we have 2 here. So you have the Four of Pentacles and the Hangman reverse. I love it. The Hangman reverse is a change in perspective. That's when you see something from a different point of view. Oh wow, bottom of the deck you have King of Cups. I love it. So a lot of water energy, emotional connection, a spiritual connection with the water, with the lily. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person coming through. This is Pisces energy as well. This is a big shift in like the Four of Pentacles for me. It's like really being concerned about security, really holding on to something. There could also be a connection for some of you to work with this relationship. But what I think more about these messages is that the Hangman reverse is like, wow, this is going to really change your perspective on love. This is going to be a real big change for you. This water sign, male energy coming through, is very caring, very nurturing, and will take it slow, understands your values, and is also in it for the long haul. You have to trust the process, trust yourself, and take that deep dive, take that opportunity, take that, whatever is coming your way, this opportunity for love. And if you need help, get it, if you're relating to this energy, okay? This is, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. The Ace of Wands is the ultimate making the romantic gesture. It's very fiery. It's very passionate. So this looks beautiful. It definitely is going to shift your perspective. It's definitely going to require you or your partner to have courage, right? To move through this with strength. Strength is also about being real equals. So I see you two as really helping one another and being in a very fair and balanced and equal relationship. Okay, let's see what the Astro Dice has. Any additional signs or symbols for number 3 about what's next with this relationship? Okay, we have Virgo, we have Venus, there's Leo, yay! Okay, beautiful confirmation there. 7th house, committed partner. Yeah, this is someone that wants long-term commitment. This is romantic love. And Virgo, that helping energy, that healing energy. So there could also be someone with Virgo placements involved in this connection. I love this. I love that Leo came through. Okay, now I am going to do a charm reading for you. This can be a little loud, so if you have headphones in, you might want to turn the volume down. And while you do that, I am going to remind you to please like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet. If you come back all the time and you don't subscribe, why not? It's free. Just it's so easy. It's just the click of a button, and it really, really helps me. So it shows me that you enjoy what I'm doing. I am so close to 18,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping we do it this month. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. For those of you that want private readings, I'm not offering them at this time. You can certainly check back. I will let you know. In the meantime, I do offer bonus readings every month to the Aphrodite Circle. So if you want something a little more personal, that's where you would go. Check that out by hitting the join button. Okay, I do weeklies, monthlies. I pop in whenever I feel like just doing a reading for myself, and I share it with all of you if I'm feeling something. So if you want to connect further, that's where you do it. Okay. Wow, those left over from before. Okay, so now let's see what messages we have for number 3. Okay, beautiful. I see the moon here. I see that beautiful emotional connection of the moon. Let me give you a closer look at your charms. And we have the moon here too. So you have the moon twice. This message is, I love you to the moon and back. Yeah, this is a really committed person. This is someone who has that real emotional connection that also goes with the King of Cups energy and all this water. Look at that. You have the star. The star is about healing. The star can be Aquarius energy. It can also be success and reaching for the stars, right? And you have, this is the playful energy. This came up once before today. So that's about being silly, being playful, embracing that, right? Not being afraid. I think that also that message keeps coming through in this reading, where it's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of, don't be afraid of opening your heart. Don't be afraid of someone hurting you, because I know that's hard to say, but if you don't open up, then you don't have the opportunity. You know, if we protect ourselves all the time, we never get there. Now, the South Node message is important too. As I said earlier, check your chart if you know where yours is. That might be a little bit of a blind spot for you. Okay, so this is your reading. I'm so excited to have you with me today. I hope you'll come back, and I'll be back here in a couple of days. I'll see you then. Have a great one. Hey, number 4, here's your reading. You were drawn to the messages of the tulip, and the tulip energy is about great passion. It's funny because I started this reading today and decided to do it because of tulips. I've been thinking about tulips, so I thought, okay, let's see. I'm also, after we look at your oracle messages, I'm going to pull some cards for you as well. Okay, so let's start with the month of the year. You have September. Beautiful. You have Horse Spirit. Hummingbird Spirit. Judgment. Getting to know each other. Engagement. Initiation. Okay, interesting. I think I'm going to start with initiation. I love this. This is fire element, Argonite, great passion. You started with the tulip of great passion, and this initiation card is about lighting your fire, getting things going. That fire element really, sets things in motion. And both of these animals are in motion in these oracle deck. We have the horse spirit, which is like moving ahead. We have the hummingbird, which moves so fast. So I feel like this connection is really about movement and change, by like moving yourself forward, getting movement. There's a lot of fire. This feels like it starts quickly. It feels like it ignites something in both of you. And I also feel like there's a message here for one of you, and it may be you. Is there anything that you are procrastinating about? Because if you are putting something off, whether it's something about love or something about your own life, it eventually kind of ends up blocking you from connecting with this love energy. So I think this is also a message about for you or for your partner coming in, like, don't procrastinate, okay? So I just want to share that. But yeah, we have passion twice here, because we have this fiery and energy of the initiation, and we have great passion with the tulip. So fire energy is coming through. That can be Leo, Sag, Aries. We also have the horse spirit, which freedom is yours really feels like Sagittarius energy, because I always think of Sages as these like wild horses who they want freedom, but they also, it doesn't mean that they're not committed, right? I've always said this. It's like you don't want to break a horse, a wild horse. You just want to, set up a place where it can come back to, and it will come back. It just doesn't want to be broken. That's what I kind of think of Sag energy. And so I feel like this is a person who has a lot of need for freedom, who has a lot of need to express themselves and be creative, maybe. Okay. Now, with the hummingbird spirit, be here now. It's like There's a lot of movement. Like I said, I just feel between the two of you that there is a huge amount of energy. Okay, we have initiation, we have horse, we have hummingbird. I just feel so much movement here that it's like you both have so many things you're passionate about. You both have so much energy that you're gonna have to like take a moment to pause and get to know one another. Right? Because I feel like there's going to be this big spark between you, and there's a lot of physical chemistry. But you're going to have to kind of take that time to stop at one flower. One of you actually dates a lot, and I think that could be like it's time to kind of focus on one person and give them enough time to get to know you, right? And I think that once you do that, you're going to realize that there's a lot of potential and there's a lot between you other than just passion, which is great. We want that. What I think is interesting about the September message now, obviously September could be an important month for you, but I also love that it's like, it feels like it's these, it almost looks like bamboo. I think it's bamboo trees, but that's what I'm feeling from it. And that grows really fast. So I feel like this it can move fast, but it can also grow fast. And I think it starts fast. I think everything about this. Now, the other thing I'm just noticing is the hummingbird spirit's 34, horse spirit's 33. Very close numbers. I feel like you're close in age. I feel like you're close in personality. I feel like there's a lot of characteristics that you both share. And there is a potential for this to move really quickly to a committed thing. And I think for both of you, that's going to be surprising. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yeah, I'm not sure that either of you has had that before. That kind of either desire to be committed or has ever been engaged, or one of you hasn't. I feel like it's new for at least one of you. But yeah, it's like you have to take the time to get to know one another because things move really fast. You both move really fast. You could be on the move. You could, travel for business, or you could just be a person that just is constantly on the go, has so many things going on. I just feel a ton of energy here. And then we have the message of judgment, enjoying the simple things in life, understanding the bigger picture, finding your true purpose in life. Wow. Yeah, I feel like, it's the hummingbird stops at one flower for long enough, and it's like you get all that nectar and you're like, oh, wow. And I feel like this is a connection that really helps you or your partner figure out what it is you really want. I feel like both of you have been moving around a lot, or have dated a lot, or have a lot of energy, have a lot of passion. But it's like when you come together and you take that time to get to know one another, you realize that there's something bigger here, right? And enjoying the simple things. Be here and now. Enjoy the simple things. Take the time to get to know each other. That's the overall message that I'm getting, is that and there's a need in this relationship to take time to get to know one another. Because once you do that, you're going to click and realize, wow, this is somebody I really want to spend the rest of my life with. This is really exciting. I love this connection. I feel like you're very similar. Wow. Okay, let's get some confirmation. Let's see what other messages the tarot has for you. Number 4. What do we have for number 4 about this relationship? Number 4. Okay, 3 of Wands. There's fire. Oh my God, we got this for number 2. In the exact same spot, the Temperance reversed. I mean for number 3, just the previous reading. And this, okay, wow. Oh, maybe you want to listen to that one. This is pretty wild, but it's all fire, you guys. So you have initiation, you have that fire here. A lot of Sag energy coming through with Temperance. We have a new beginning, an inspiration, a passionate, creative, wow, someone who inspires you. This is about passion. This is about passion. Lots of passion. This is about slowing down and stopping and taking time. This is about trusting and going with the flow. So I feel like, yes, there's this message. It's like, take the time, slow down long enough to take the time to get to know this person, because this is really a beautiful gift. This is a new beginning. This is an opportunity for something really great. But I do think that it's going to require one or both of you to kind of stay in one place for a moment, okay? Either physically or, mentally. Okay, but tons of fire energy. Leo, Sag, Aries coming through for your person, you or them or both of you, just tons. Creativity, all the things that are fiery. Absolutely beautiful. You started with the fire and the passion and you got all 3 wands. Well, Temperance is Sagittarius. And I felt the Sag energy with the horse. So yeah, there's a Sag here, or Sag moon rising, sun coming through. Okay, but beautiful opportunity. Take the time, slow down, trust the process, and get to know this person. I think it's going to be worth it. I think that's the message here. Okay, let's see what else we got for number 4. Jupiter is Sagittarius energy as well. Good luck, good fortune. We have Gemini, lots of movement, could be that hummingbird energy. And Taurus, which is slowing down, taking time to get to know one another. Beautiful. 7th house, engagement, long-term committed relationship. So yeah, lots of movement and change. Could even be like twin flame energy coming through with this person. Okay, beautiful. Now, I am going to do a charm reading for you. So, if you haven't done this before and you have headphones in, or just if you don't like loud noise, you might want to turn the volume down. Sometimes when I dig through my charms, it's a little loud, but you can just go ahead and turn the volume down. While you do that, I'm going to remind you to please like this video, subscribe. I'm so close to 18,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping to do that this month. So please go ahead and click that button. It's free and it really helps. Write all your comments below. Let me know what you thought of today's reading. And I don't do private readings at the moment, but if you want more content and more personalized, you can go ahead and join and become an Aphrodite member, a paid member. So hit the join button, find out how you do that, and you'll get access to all my bonus readings. And I do, kind of more personalized readings there, and as well as like weeklies, monthlies, or whatever I'm feeling at the moment. If I do a reading for myself, sometimes I'll share it with you guys because I feel like whoever's a member needs that energy or wants that reading as well. So check that out if you feel connected, and let's go. Ooh, we have some Leo coming through. More fire. Okay, let me give you a look at your charms. What do we have under there? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have the cat. A lot of times this is Leo energy. This is also an indication of wealth. You did have good luck, good fortune with Jupiter there as well. So there could be a connection to money or someone with wealth or Leo energy. This is about perfectionism and Virgo energy, but it can also be someone who does something with their hands, somebody who's an artist or creative. You have I love you forever. This is a level of commitment, just like the message here from the romance angels. And you have the star and the moon, which I love because that's like wishes coming true. Okay, so take time to enjoy the simple things. I feel like this is a big moment for you of stopping, pausing. You can have your freedom and still be in a relationship. And I think that's what this connection is. It's freedom within relationship, freedom within commitment, okay? With lots of passion. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, that's your reading. I'll be back here in a couple of days. I can't wait to hear all your comments. I want you most of all to have a beautiful day, and I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you back here soon. Okay, bye.